So Birmingham has erected a box around its Confederate memorial statue to keep people from seeing it because it's illegal to take it down. And it's just too good. I've got to spray paint it. So I'm going to get paint now. The only question is, what do you paint on a box surrounding the statue? On Crestwood Boulevard?
Yeah, Home Depot out there. So, what do you think you're gonna write?
No, that's the question. Maybe we should go with some kind of quote from Martin Luther King or something, you know. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Of course, that takes a lot of paint. How about a big old F you, Steve Marshall? Keep your statutes off our statues. The question is, why do we keep spending money on these kind of fights? Why do we keep spending political capital on these kind of fights? Why do we keep spending all our time fighting these things when we have, you know, drugs epidemics, the opioid epidemic, schools are in crisis, the prisons are overcrowded, the politicians are corrupt as the day is long. I mean, we've got 400 years of just BS going on here involving race that we just keep focusing into monuments rather than solutions.
I don't know that they're gonna let me take this in there, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, let's get the what? You think one or two?
Get two, just in case.
All right, let's go with that.
Is there like something, like our Southern identity, like wrapped up in some of these monuments, or some people's Southern identity wrapped up in these monuments? Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, that makes sense? And I'm as Southern as anybody. I'm a Southern guy. But at the same time, I don't want my identity wrapped up in that flag and that statue, because that's not what makes me Southern. That's not the South that I came to know and love. But yes, a lot of people identify that as their history. But the problem, again, is what is reflected on that statue is not the real history. What was erected on that statue was a way to rewrite history after the fact. And so many of those people say, you know, it's not about slavery, it was about so many other issues. But we all know, or we should know, that it was about slavery. So whether we use those statues to make our own identities or not, we have to realize that they are really offensive to a lot of people. And, you know, we can be Southern and still not have big granite lives in the middle of the park.
Why do you feel compelled to draw something? Write something?
Why does the man climb a mountain? Because it has a big box around it. It looks just like a chalkboard that is beckoning somebody to leave a message. But I want to get the right message. What is the right message? I mean, it's clear that even we have differences of agreement here on what's right and what's wrong involving the statue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one man's heritage is another man's hate.
You still don't know what you're going to do, huh?
I don't know what I do. I mean, I have some long messages. I've got some messages for Steve Marshall. I've got some messages for William Bell. What would Banksy do?
That's a good question. I got to say here, though, you're no Banksy.
That's true.
So I think that you walk up to, when we get the
From
whole
here?
thing, yeah, like from here. Jesus, John.